Hello, this is Dr.Natrell. What brings you in today? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another great video. Today I will be going over the NBA draft that is tonight. We'll be going over the lottery, how I believe these 1 through 14 picks will go, how I believe if there are any trades, if there's any movement between players and things of that nature. I will be going over that in this video. Before we hop into this video, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. But with that being said, let's get on with it. I need you guys to bear with me now. As you can see, I wrote all these notes with these analysis down, so pardon me if I'm looking down constantly. I'm just trying to read off everything I have here for these first 14 picks. The first pick, which I believe will be Aj Dybantsa, going to the Washington Wizards. He's 6'9". He's an elite wing. He's, in my opinion, the best player in this draft. He's an elite level scorer. He's a great ball handler. He's a great shot creator. He's an elite defender as well. He has elite athleticism. He's just a complete player, in my opinion. He's the most complete player in this entire draft. A player comp I have of him is a young Braun with the jump shot / Kevin Durant, man. I believe he can truly be what the Wizards need to build up and become a playoff team. As you know, they just signed Trae Young back. They have all these young players, Koulibaly, Keyshawn George even. They are bringing, I don't think they're going to bring back AD. But if they do, they have AD paired up with AJ. That sounds like a great pairing for those two. I believe he fits here with the Wizards because he's the best player in the draft. The Wizards need a franchise player with elite upside. AJ is that completely. And the Wizards just signed Trae Young back, which makes me believe there's no way they pick Darren Peterson if they're going to have Trae Young for the next 4 years locked up. So that's my pick for that one. With the second pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz will select Darren Peterson. Peterson is a 6'6" guard with, in my opinion, the best offensive package in this entire draft. He's insanely quick. He can score at all three levels. Elite ball handler. Fantastic athleticism. He can play make as well. He's not limited to just being able to shoot. My biggest problem with Darren is why I believe he won't go first. He's the injury scares. He constantly cramps up. He can't finish college level games, and just the NBA is a complete different beast. So who knows what he'll look like then. I think he'll be an elite player, but it's just a way different beast than what he is in the NBA over in college. My player comp for him is Devin Booker. I think he can truly be Devin Booker with an elite defensive upside, and that is multiple-time All-Star to borderline MVP caliber player in the league to come. So that's great for the Jazz to be able to pick him up. There have been some ruffles of him not going to the Jazz. I don't think he believes he doesn't want to go to the Jazz. I think he didn't work out with the Jazz yet. He just worked out with the Jazz. It went well. I believe he will be the second pick in this draft. The Jazz need another creator beside Keontae George. They already have so many elite wingers. If AJ falls, they'll pick him, but I just don't see AJ falling. So I feel like the second best player is Darren Peterson. With the third pick in the NBA draft, I believe the Grizzlies will select Cameron Boozer. Cam is a 6'10" wing that brings about everything almost to the table, in my opinion. Elite level perimeter scorer. He can shoot the three ball if need be. He's a great spacer for his size. He's an elite defender. He can guard 1 through 5. He's a fantastic passer with a good handle. He weighs 250, so he can easily body opponents to get to his spots. His player comp, in my opinion, reminds me of Paolo Banchero / Julius Randle. He's just an elite level slasher, great defender, hard worker, and sometimes he'll pop that three if he needs to. I see the Grizzlies had just traded Jaren earlier, which frees up his wing spot, and paired with Zach Edey and Cedric Howard, I love the young group of talent they're building around over there in Memphis. So, and I feel like they're going to trade Ja Morant. So that would just benefit Cam more, as he'll be able to dictate with the ball and have him more and be able to create for himself. And I believe he'll be the third pick in this draft. With the fourth pick in the NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Caleb Wilson. Caleb Wilson is a 6'10" wing with a 7-foot wingspan who literally can just fly out of the gym. He is limited offensively. However, he's a gazelle in open play. He's an elite rebounder and a comfortable ball handler for his size. He will have to gain weight, in my opinion. He's 2'15" at the power forward position, so he's likely to be able to be moved off spots easily. In my opinion, he looks to me to be a skinny Zion with less of an offensive bag, but all the athleticism as Zion has. The Bulls already have Buzelis, and he's a massive wing. They have Josh Giddey, who is a really big guard. It seems to be like the Bulls' mentality, their slap mentality, if you will, is to have these massive players who can all defend, barring Giddey, but they can defend, can score, has heart, And that's all what Caleb Wilson is. Caleb Wilson for me is a straight upside pick. He's just too athletic to pass up. He's too good to pass up at number 4. And I believe he will be a great player for the Bulls at the 4th pick. With the 5th pick, I have the Clippers selecting Keaton Wagler. Now, Keaton Wagler is a 6'6 combo guard, elite passer. He's not that athletic, but he's still a fantastic shot creator. He's definitely more of a finesse kind of scorer than he will be a dominant slasher, which is okay. He can improve on the defensive side, but he's a very smart player. He is very reminiscent to me of a player who will benefit being around Darius Garland, and the fact that he isn't a player coming out of the college ready to be the main guy or the main point guard yet. As I say here, he reminds me of Tyrese Halliburton. You know, he's not going to be the starting point guard, which is fine because he has Darius Garland to help him with his growth, just as Halliburton had De'Aaron Fox. And I believe he'll need that because his skill set is so coded to be a massive sophomore to junior to senior level player when he's in his 3rd or 4th year. He has so much potential. All these issues that he has right now can be easily fixed by him learning how to be an elite point guard and a dominant point guard behind someone who already knows how to play make, who knows how to score, who knows how to get to his spots. So I love Keaton Wagler as the 5th pick in the NBA draft. Now we're going to get to the Nets with the 6th pick, my guy, Darius Acuff. And does he go here? Maybe not, okay? Maybe not. I'm really reaching here for Acuff, but I believe he will jump Mikel Brown and the likes of Kingston Flemings because of who's picking here, the Nets. Darius is a 6'3 guard. He plays just like Jalen Brunson. That's not player comp for him. He is a great athlete, good passer, elite handle, elite scorer from all 3 levels. Very mature for his age, and he can get to that free throw line very well. He is very reminiscent to me of Jalen Brunson, an aggressive small guard who can do everything, except Acuff has the upside of learning how to be a good defender. Not an elite defender, but a good defender, unlike, obviously, we know Jalen Brunson isn't. But yeah, Acuff, in my opinion, can change the Nets franchise. I'm assuming they're going to get rid of Kawhi Leonard at some point, like in this offseason. The Nets need a star, and I believe that Acuff, at this moment, is the best plug-and-play guard left on this draft board, which is why I have him jumping the likes of a Mikel or Kingston, because I believe he's the best plug-in point guard right now that you want to get reps in as early as possible compared to the other people. So that's why I have Acuff going to the Nets with the 6th pick. With the 7th pick of this draft, the Kings will select Mikel Brown Jr. Mikel Brown is a 6'5" guard who can shoot very well. He's an explosive player. He's a very smooth handle, a good passer as well, deep bag, a natural scorer at all 3 levels, and he has insane heat check ability. Now, I'll be honest, his numbers aren't the prettiest, but his upside offensively is too high to pass up at the 7th pick. He did have a major back issue, which may hinder him from being this high in the draft, but I believe it won't be that big of an issue. We've seen the talent. We've seen what he is when he is healthy. And to me, he reminds me of a lot of CJ McCollum as this guard who can get his shots off, has heat check ability, a really great offensive talent. As I mentioned earlier, Acuff is the best plug-in guard left. Mikel Brown, Kingston Flemings all would develop better if they had people around him. So I love that pickup for the Sacramento Kings at the 7th pick. With the 8th pick in this draft, I believe the Hawks will go with Kingston Flemings. I don't see them picking Aday Mara only because I believe at the 8th pick, there's so much potential for them to trade, for them to go for Kingston Flemings. I think they'll go Kingston Flemings. There is talks of Jaylen Brown coming to Atlanta, and that pick, the 8th pick, will have to be involved in that. So there's things I can see. They can go with Kingston Flemings, Aday Mara, or they could try to trade for Jaylen Brown. I believe in this reality. They're going to go for Kingston Flemings. Flemings is a 6'4" guard with a very high outside. He has an elite level athleticism. He's a very disciplined player, non-selfish at all. He's a great passer, a really good handle to the kid's game. He's a very efficient scorer, and I believe he has the potential to be groomed to be a good defender. We have flashes of him being a great defender in college. Not really consistent, but with the likes of Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels next to him, the potential for him to learn to be a great defender is fantastic. He reminds me a lot of De'Aaron Fox or Tyrese Maxey with his offensive bag and his flashes of defense. De'Aaron Fox has great flashes of being a defense. We call him Swiper for a reason. Just a great player. Flemings can be their franchise guard. He can play next to Dyson, which will help him with his defense, as I just said. He is elite spacing. He would fit right in with the Hawks. I believe his fit with the Hawks is just so perfect compared to Aday Mara, where they don't really play they don't really need size as well. Double O is still a good center. He can shoot that three ball as well. I believe they benefit a lot from his elite spacing. And I know the Hawks have said that they want a rim protector like a Aday Mara, but I feel like Flemings is too good to pass up at the 8th pick in the draft. With the 9th pick in the draft, I believe the Mavericks will pick up Brayden Burries. I have Brayden Burries jumping up here because I believe the Mavericks will not go with Nate Ament. I don't think they want another forward next to Cooper Flag. I feel as if they could be looking for a shooting guard. Kyrie Irving is getting older, which means that Brayden Burries can slot right in next to him, learn from Kyrie Irving, and develop. Brayden Burries is a 6'5" guard that is an elite shot maker, a great three-point shooter, he has great competitive mentality, a natural passer. He has a great handle, a great defender, and a very aggressive finisher at the rim. He can also be a role player if need be. He's very unselfish. I remember in the early USA games, he was playing next to Koa Pete, and I believe it was Nate Ament. Just being able to not be selfish. He's the best player of the three, in my opinion. He's able to be in that role player mode to where everybody else can eat. He doesn't have to be the main character, which I think will fit perfectly next to Cooper Flag for the years to come. My player comp for him, I believe he is a Derek White kind of player, speaking to that role player build and speaking to that elite level defending and offensive output. If the Mavericks could get a young Derek White, I believe that is phenomenal to put next to Cooper Flag at his young age. Now, Kyrie is old. Brayden can slide right next to him and eventually take his spot or stay at his shooting guard position. And you need another young player next to Flag, and I believe Brayden would just fit perfectly with all his tools and assets next to Cooper Flag. With the 10th pick, now that the Bucks got rid of Giannis, thank God that saga's over, I believe they'll be looking for another forward in Nate Ament. Now, Nate Ament is a 6'9" wing with the potential to be, at bare minimum, in my opinion, a multiple-time All-Star. He can handle the ball at his size, can facilitate the ball, has elite athleticism. He's a great transition player. He knows how to use his length. He's a good offensive player. He's not great. He's more of a slasher than anything. And he's a good slasher. He has flashes of elite defense, but he's not a great defender. I put him at bare minimum a good defender, but he's super young. He can definitely develop to be that. In my opinion, his comp is Jaden McDaniels. Now, J-Mac is a way better defender than him, but I believe they have the same build. They have the same offensive capability. I believe Nate Ament can get to Jaden McDaniels' defense, if not higher. He just has the tools to be able to do that, in my opinion. And the Bucks just traded Giannis, which means they need their new wing. Ament has the upside to be a dominant player in the league, and he fits the scheme of the Bucks as the Bucks have just developed Giannis. Look at what Giannis became. I'm not saying Nate Ament can be Giannis, but he has the upside to potentially be close to, if not rivaling, Giannis' output. So a great pickup for them with the 10th pick in the draft. With the 11th pick in the draft, my Warriors will be selecting Aday Mara, or they will trade for Kawhi Leonard. I don't want Kawhi Leonard on my team. I'm not falling for the fake. He's now healthy. No, he's not healthy. If we're depending on Porzingis and Kawhi Leonard, that shit's not gonna fly. I pray we do not trade this pick. Just pick up Aday Mara and try to do something with Jimmy Butler in all season. There's other avenues to getting an elite player other than trading this pick, because I love what Aday Mara can bring to our team. Aday Mara is a 7'4" center with immense potential, in my opinion. He obviously is a killer in the paint, offensively and defensively. He has functional athleticism. He has a 33 vert, if I believe. So it's all right, but he's 7'4". He doesn't need to be jumping out the gym. He has a great touch around the basket. Elite rim protector, strong rebounder, underrated passer in my opinion. Like he's no Chris Paul, you know what I mean, but he can dish it out for his size as a big man, and is very capable of being a bully in the paint. In my opinion, his comp to me is a Yao Ming. He fits the build of Yao Ming, just an elite rebounder, elite play. He's not an elite scorer as Yao Ming. Yao Ming was a really good scorer for his size, but he can get around the paint. A great rebounder. And I said for my what the team needs, the Warriors need size. The Warriors have never had a massive center, and that could be Aday Mara. So the Warriors are only getting older and can use some size to compensate for the lack of energy and quickness that these older players lack these days. And our center rotation is Horford and KP, and they're not really reliable as they're both injury prone, especially Porzingis. And Aday Mara could be a blessing for them and could be in my opinion, Aday Mara has all the tools to be the future Wemby stopper. With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder will select Yaxel Lendeborg. This probably is, other than Aday Mara, my favorite pick off this board for a team. Yaxel is a 6'10", 240-pound winger with a 7'4" wingspan and with the perfect tools for the Thunder. He is a great floor spacer, an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot the 3-ball if need be, and he's a good mid-range shooter. But what I really love about him, he's a confident passer that doesn't turn the ball over much. He's an elite rebounder. He has explosive athleticism. He's very competitive, and he's a great defender. In my opinion, he reminds me a lot of OG Anunoby. As we know, they traded Wiggins to get an open spot, so I believe they will draft the 12th pick. Obviously, they can trade both and move up, but I don't think they'll do that. I believe they'll trade the 17th pick, but we're not getting there. But anyway, Yaxel is a perfect pick for them. They need size, especially after that Wemby issue with Chet Holmgren. Being able to put another big player out there, another big wing. You can never have too many wings, in my opinion. Yaxel being a great rebounder and a physical player benefits OKC's mentality and scheme so much. I love Yaxel going to the Thunder. I think that is one of the best fits that we've seen in this entire draft so far. Now, the Bucks now have the 13th pick. The Miami Heat no longer have it, and I believe they'll reach on Labaron Philon with the 13th pick. This far in the draft, it's usually about upside, but I love Philon here. Philon was a monster at Bama this past year. He had a massive boost in his points and shooting percentage. He's a 6'4" guard with a great shot. He's a good defender. Now, I will say he was a way better defender in his freshman year, both based off the eye test and stats compared to his sophomore year. However, I'm going to chalk that up to him just not having to be as offensively present as he had to be this previous year. He's an elite ball handler with a great first step and a great playmaker. He reminds me a lot of DeJounte Murray, his game being an elite offensive player with this pass playmaking upside. This pick is simply due to the Bucks going in for a rebuild. They got their franchise winger in Nate Ament, and now they can get their franchise guard in Labaron Philon, which again I said at the 13th pick in pass, you're just looking for upside, and I believe he is one of the highest upsides left from a guard point of view. Now, to wrap up this video, we have the 14th pick in this draft, which will be the Hornets, and I believe they will pick Morez Johnson Jr. Johnson Jr. is a 6'10", 250-pound forward/center with an elite defensive upside, elite shot blocker, elite rebounder, great finisher at the rim, underrated passer for his size, and has elite athleticism. He reminds me of a carbon copy of Daniel Gafford, which is phenomenal for them. The size between him and Dybantsa will be insane. The Hornets could use more size, and with so many elite scorers and spacers, they can afford to have their offense limited if it means to bulk up that center/forward rotation, in my opinion. That being said, that is the end of this video. Hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what videos you'd like to see in the upcoming future. Please have a blessed day. Keep praying, keep looking forward to waking up in the morning and being able to be better. Make sure to keep God number one, man. Have a blessed day. If there's anything you like to do in life, man, anything that you are motivated to do, find some passion in it. Like I said in all my previous videos, if you ever feel as if you're stuck somewhere, you want to change the scenery, just always never feel afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Just always know that it's you versus you in this world. Nobody's opinion matters but yours, so whatever you wish to accomplish in life, you can do that. Put your mind to it, and if you're confident in it and you actually work hard and believe you can do it, there's no reason why you cannot do whatever that is you want to do in life. Whether that's a new job, new college, new life, new study, new whatever. So always keep a positive mentality with things like that, and you'll go far in this world. Well, that's the end of this video. This has been Dr.Natrell, and you can schedule your next appointment at the front desk.